Hi, Andre. Hope you're well. No getting away from this. It's a big game at the weekend, big crowd expected. How have the players prepared for it over the past week?
Yeah, not over the past week, but I think since the last game, I think we're always looking forward to the next game. But I think it's, of course, everybody knows it's a special game. The players know each other quite well from both teams, and it's a team that is it's a great football team with some individual skills. So of course everybody is excited about the game. So we try to do it as a special game, but at the same time do everything as normal as possible.
And how easy has it been to get that message across to the players? Like you say, it is a big game. Arsenal are unbeaten in the top three, just like City. How do you get that message across that, yes, big game, need to make sure we hit our A game, but equally prepare just as we would normally and don't treat this any differently to just getting 3 points?
I don't need to do anything special around it. I know I'm treating this game as all the other games. I know the players are probably talking more about it, and I know that there is more interest, more people coming to the game and so on. So for me it's just, and this is my job, to treat it as all the other games. We need to be aware of what their strengths are, and we need to know how we can punish them. So for me it's like doing as much as normal as possible, and everything around will probably be taking care of you guys and with friends and so on that is speaking to the players. So they just need to feel comfortable in our environment. We do exactly as we have done the last games.
Just wanted to ask about Carolyn. She hasn't been in the squad the last couple of weeks. Is she okay? Is it an injury?
Yeah, she's unfortunately not available for a number of weeks. She has a lower body injury, so she will be out for a while.
Is that something she picked up in the Tottenham game, or was she
last week? I think it was. So it's just been. We're doing some tests on her and so on, and unfortunately she's out for a number of weeks.
Another player that missed out against London City Lionesses was Iman Benet. Is she any better? What's sort of the nature of how she's doing?
Yeah, Iman is back in training and hopefully ready for the weekend.
So there's a chance she could be involved in some capacity this weekend?
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. And just finally wanted to ask about Mary Fowler. She obviously became the first women's footballer to walk Paris Fashion Week, and then signed a new deal as well. So it's been a pretty special week for her. Yeah. Obviously, she's coming back from an injury, but how have you enjoyed sort of working with her so far, and how excited are you to see what she can hopefully bring when she's back?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic for the club and for her, of course, to have a profile like her in the squad, and of course she's also a great football player, but she's also a fantastic team player. She's part of everything that we're doing in every meeting, contributing her way without playing. So I really enjoy having her. Like all the other injured player or players that is not able to, they are very good in taking a role that is helping the teammate, and she's one of them. Very, very keen to have her back, but she's already now doing a lot of use for the group.
Fantastic. Thanks, Andre, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thanks, George. We'll go to Zoom now. Emma Sanders.
Yeah, hi, Andre. I just wanted to ask about Arsenal's season so far, really. What have you made of them, and, do you think they've quite hit the heights that we saw towards the end of last season?
I think for all teams that had a lot of players in Euro will have ups and downs in the beginning of the league, because you didn't have that many weeks where the full squad was there and were able to create and build relationship. And Arsenal is in the same space as we are. They are also trying to find and building the game model, even though that they have been with the same coaching staff. But at the same time, it's a new season. So I think they have, like expected, ups and downs in the games. Their height is very high, but also they have also showed that there is parts in the game that they probably are not satisfied with, and probably like for us.
Yeah, I also want to ask about Bunny Shaw, because she already has 3 goals in 4 WSL games this season. We know she's such a prolific goal scorer. But just from your time working with her so far, do you think she's someone who really sort of strives for those goal-scoring records? Is the Golden Boot quite a big thing for a player like Bunny Shaw?
Yeah, I think Bunny is... Every forward would like to score goals, and she's of course one that definitely is in all sessions and everything that she's doing in the game. And our role is also to get her to those situations where she has possibility to score and where she's getting a lot of scoring chances. So absolutely convinced that she will be scoring a lot of goals for us. But it's not just about that. I think she also are a player that we are trying to get more involved in our game, and not just being one that is putting the ball into the net. So she's curious of becoming better also, and it will be very, very exciting to keep on working with her during the year.
And is she one of those players that you sort of you kind of need her to be at her best in these games against Arsenal and these sort of big opposition teams?
Of course, I think that we have quite many players that has a lot of experience, and of course for these guys, these games are they are always special because they also play against a team that is, maybe they play with them in the national team or whatever. So of course it's special games for them, and I also know that the players always put a little bit more attention to the opponents, things that they might not do against London Lionesses, with all respect, because they think we solve it anyway. They will not be sloppy or lazy in defending or the positioning or whatever. In these games they will not do anything that is not 100% in all situations. So of course she will be important, but yeah, so will all the other ones. So
all the best. Thanks, Andre.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emma. We'll go to Tom next.
Thanks, Chidi. Hi, Andre.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask you a bit about the so-called Big Four. Obviously, Man City and Arsenal very much being part of that. How close do you think it will be between those four this year, particularly in that European battle? How close are you envisaging that it could be?
Yeah, it's difficult to say, but I think all these fours, like you're saying, it's also difficult to make an evaluation of the other teams. I think they are all teams are very good. They also a lot of national team players, like I said earlier, beginning of the season, building relationship, building some new partnership on the field. So I think it's been up and down. So it's difficult to say where it will end, but I wouldn't say that it will only be a race between four, because we have played quite interesting teams also during it. So now Arsenal lost points last weekend against Aston Villa, and we have played Brighton here. That is a good team. We have Tottenham that is growing. So I think that these us four teams is great teams, but if we don't do everything what we are supposed to do in the other games, it will not be a battle between four teams. You will lose points and you will struggle in other games. So you can definitely say that it most likely will be four teams battle, but it's all about, not only about what we do in these games, it's what we're doing in all the other games that will make it opportunity to be top three at least.
Thank you. And please, can I ask a question about your opposite number on Saturday, René Slakers? And obviously, you're both coaches who've had success in the European title in your careers. What do you make of her sort of relatively young coaching career? What have you admired about her so far?
No, I think, Renee, we have been playing against each other a couple of times in Sweden, and I know her pretty well. She's done a great job. I think it's not an easy job to be in a role and then be the head coach in the same group of players. But as I have understood it, she really has a great connection to the players and building from what they have done before, and that is a certain skill to be able to do that and not thinking that now I'm the head coach, now we go in a totally opposite direction. I think she has been very adaptable and also being able to work with people around her that is, if I understood it correct, also are very skillful players, or players and staff. And I think that this being adaptable is a key thing for a coach.
Thanks, Andre. See you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. We'll go to Gethin next.
Hi. Obviously, we've had a few games of your tenure now, and I think, one theme has been quite high-scoring games. We've had like a 5-1, a 3-1, a 4-1. Is that those kind of exciting and entertaining games part of your philosophy, would you say? And do you think fans can look forward to that continuing throughout the season?
I shouldn't promise too much now because that's dangerous. But no, but of course, I think football today is, and also looking at our squad, there is so many good players in the final third. So for us to be able to utilize them and use them, so scoring a lot of goals is of course something that all teams would like to do, so I'm happy with that. I think we have the best thing with this is that we have created scoring chances in so many different ways, not only through one part. So that is something that I definitely have been working with and talked a lot about, that we need to be a team that is unpredictable, and I think we have been like that. What I want us to be better in, it sometimes becomes a little bit too transitional game for us. We need to be a little bit better on the ball, keeping the ball a little bit longer, but without not taking away this scoring opportunities that we have been creating, because we have been creating a lot of chances these first games. So hopefully we keep that and reduce a little bit of the transition parts.
Yeah, and one of the players that I think has stood out the start of this season, but also the second half of last season, is Kirsten Kasperai. And I think, people don't really talk about her as maybe one of the best right backs in the world, like they do some other players. But do you think she's that good?
I think it's always difficult to compare players with, or compare my play. I always think that the players that I have in my team is the best ones in the world. So, but I think for Kirsten, she's developing all the time. She's good in the defending part. She's having a bigger role in the attacking probably than she has had earlier, and she has definitely showed that she would like to become better in that. But if she's better than other ones in the world, I don't know about that. I'm very pleased with Kirsten. I really like to work with her. She wants to become better. She's very curious. And that's the fundamental and the most important thing with a player that I'm working with, is that they strive to becoming a little bit better every day. And she's definitely one of those.
And I was just wondering, what's your thinking around the goalkeepers? Because obviously there's been quite a lot of changes between games. I think we've seen Chiara play 2 games, Yama play 2 games, and also Cummings has played a game. What's your main thinking with kind of giving the different opportunities to different goalkeepers?
I think we are very lucky because we have 3 good goalkeepers, and they are on every session and every day challenging each other. So for me, it's about finding the best keeper for the day, the best one that is working hardest on every training session, that is showing confidence, that is fulfilling their role in a good way. I think sometimes we protect the keeper by always saying that there has to be a first keeper, there has to be a second, there has to be a third. I don't think so. I think keeper needs to live in the world like a fullback is doing or a centre back is doing, that sometimes you play 3 games, but sometimes the other one is more suitable for the coming opponent, and then we change keeper. And if you are in that lucky situation that I am, that we have so many good keepers, I'm more than willing to change if I think that somebody else is more suitable for a game.
And just finally from me, something that I've kind of picked up on from a few different fans, been a little bit of discussion, is maybe a bit of a lack of acknowledgement towards the fans by the players in the actual stadium after the last 2 games. I was just wondering whether that's something that's been discussed within the squad, or or you could kind of provide any answer to the fans on that.
Yeah, I think it's for us the fans are crucial. We are so happy for everybody that is here, and we are definitely doing everything we can to highlight that and share that after the games. If the fans feels that we are not doing it enough, we just need to make sure in the coming game we do it better, because we need to really appreciate them coming to our game, cheering us. So if that is a feeling or a thing that we should improve, we will do that on Saturday, definitely, and making sure that they feel appreciated, because they are so crucial for us.
Okay, that's all from me. Thank you, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Saturday even.
Yeah,
Thanks, Catherine. Any more questions from the room? No. Thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.